Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 47 of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we managed to prove Francisca innocent of murdering Master Mask 2, and we basically started shifting the blame onto Quercus Alba, who basically responded by essentially becoming Old Man Hulk. I don't know. He basically he rose up from his hunch position, he broke his cane with his bare hands, and did like some guttural roar, his pupil disappeared. And he voiced that while he did murder Master Mask 2, it was all in self-defense, and he flashed at the hip shot, something we didn't want to see. And anyways, we're gonna continue on. Hopefully everything is good. Yep, everything's good with my recording. Everything is good. I swear, I am paranoid after episode 42. I swear. But like I said, it's better than what happened with Psychonauts. Ugh. That was horrible. Episodes 18, 19, 20. I will never forget them. I had to re-record them 3 times. 3 times. Oh, that was just a nightmare time for me. Anyways, let's go.
Right behind you.
Okay, then I'll go check out Babila a bit more, silly.
And I have something that I need to investigate further in Alabast. Now then, before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Passion flowers data erased from my organizer. Ambassador Alba seems agitated over something.
I wonder why.
There are 2 special circumstances that surround this ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Alabastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him.
Cool! It sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want.
And murder Mask 2 run a smuggling operation and make counterfeit bills, apparently.
But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochran and Babil.
Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it.
Coupons used for evil? That is unheard of! That is blasphemous! It sounds like something the Burgundians would do.
But it's the same story over there anyways. Babil also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country.
Really?
No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to trial here.
So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we?
We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Okay, anyways, let's go do some investigating. First off, we have some photos. This was taken just before the 2 ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? Yes, Edgeworth, the ambassadors in the Steel Samurai. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Quercus Alba!
I can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive.
I don't suppose anyone expected him to change that drastically.
I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile.
What smile? He looks like he's on the verge of dying in that picture. I don't want to be here. Oh God, why does he keep smiling at me like that? He keeps wanting to talk about throwing rocks at the Burgundians. I'm too old for that.
Come on, Ambassador! We have to hit the Burgundians forever and ever!
Okay, please try to remain calm and focus on the here and now.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we're going to be able to steal the truth is if we keep on investigating.
There's that troublemaker standing there, smack in the center of making 2 peace signs.
Wow, the Steel Samurai sounds like even more than the 2 ambassadors in this picture. Oh, hey, the person belaying the Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right?
Was one of my friends. No, I have no idea who he is.
Wait, but you just said he. You knew which gender he was, so you must know him, right?
I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again.
Mr. Poliano has a really great smile, don't you think? I bet he was really happy that they were going to become Kadofia again.
Perhaps, but instead he became the greatest victim in today's case. An ambassador like him who's always thinking of his country is really to be admired.
Yeah, although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday.
I hope so as well, but for that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see to it that those two who would harm the new Condopia are locked away.
And we will!
Let's examine the voice. It seems that lilies are the center of this bouquet, with an accent of chamomile.
Wow! I can totally smell the wonderful fragrance!
Okay, this is just a picture.
Ah, look, I know that! But it's nice to imagine things once in a while, you know? Where's your sense of empathy?
If you can smell the fragrance of the flowers from further, that's more like hallucination.
You don't have to be mean about it!
Let's just drop this before it's in full bloom. It appears to be a bouquet of Parisian cyclamians and roses.
Wow, you even know the exact species! I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers.
What do you think who do you think I was, Kay? That guy? I know what I'm talking about. I'm not that guy. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. And yet, somehow, Edgeworth does not bar off that mailing address. He does not say, hey, ban this woman from sending me things. Just look at me. I sound like some sort of botanist. And then, when one day when Edgeworth dies, he goes to the land of the dead. He gets in the botanist circle. He gets in Bosley's inner sanctum. You want to plant flowers with me? You want to go to the meadow? I don't even know what I'm saying. This is CzarThwomp at night. Yeah, that's right. I'm recording at night.
So, what's exactly is this yellow flower here?
That one. I'm not sure.
What? You don't know?
As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. Which we have, because... Is this wall connected to the evidence I hold? It is connected. Thank goodness they removed that knife handle. Barbados' national symbol is the butterfly, and alabaster is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in the forest trick. Yes, the tree man.
What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle of this knife! Ah!
Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochrane. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis, in the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. The flower motif. It looks like one of the flower petals is missing.
Oh, and take a look at the weapon itself. It's just the exact same petal.
Then, the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as this murder weapon. Okay, we examined the picture, I believe. Let's just see. Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay. These flowers were sent by Global Studios.
Global Studios?
That's why they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. They have been producing hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled.
Oh, I read about that in the paper the other day. That mascot of theirs is also getting a facelift too, right? What's his name?
You mean Miss Monkey? Yes, Edgeworth! I know you're horrible at names, but you can't even remember the name of your favorite studio's mascot.
Yeah, that was something like that. You really have a great memory.
Ha! Never underestimate my powers of recollection. Yes, Edgeworth, you are truly a marvel to behold. Flowers were sent by a variety of people and businesses to celebrate the goodwill event. Even the Steel Samurai received some flowers from the ambassadors.
There are so many bouquets here. It's like a wedding ceremony.
I believe the flowers for those are for a slightly different reason.
What do you mean? This event was supposed to be like a wedding between Alice and Babil, right?
Actually, I believe they're more in a state of divorce.
Oh, then this event was supposed to be their remarriage ceremony.
I suppose you could call it that. Okay, save the game. Because I am paranoid. I have one hit left, knocking a game over. Continue from the save point. Okay. Act. Okay, good.
We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press, but the necessary materials such as the Babyliss ink and paper must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun?
Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place or get rid of it all.
Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bill disposal. And the reason Mr. Cochran was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain?
Camaliano.
The one person who has been erasing all the evidence of the smuggling operation from both embassies, the co-conspirator who is mopping up Ambassador Arbor. Ambassador Arbor had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochran.
Okay.
Cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation had the rotten treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochran. Miss Yu said herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only mean one thing. He didn't want to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochran was killed.
Then you mean Ambassador Alba's the real killer? I thought the two of them were friends.
Maybe they were, but what if Mr. Cochran was the one who first betrayed their friendship?
Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Cochran pushing really hard for Mr. Poliano to be ambassador after the reunification?
Yes, and that was the real reason why he wanted to steal the Alabas Primaduck statue.
So Mr. Cochran hired Damask too to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochran.
It is definitely a possibility at this point.
Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabas. But Mr. Cochran's body was discovered in Babille, right?
Right, and that is what we must solve next. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochran was killed, a place where the Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babyliss Mr. Cochran. The place where Ambassador Alba happened to have committed the murder is the Theatrum Neutralis. The only place that makes sense is here at the Theatrum Neutralis.
What? Here?
The goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that the both of them would have been in is here.
But if that's the case, then everything changes. The theater isn't actually Alabastian land, so that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has.
It makes logical sense, in which case is a reason for us to investigate further.
So what should we check out?
Let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Alabas and Babille post-haste. Babille's records should be easy to obtain, however the problem would be Alabas. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records, despite the order to vacate.
Francisca just stole the records. I do what I want, Miles Edgeworth. I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth.
Francisca!
I have here the security footage from both Alabas and Babille. You would do well to take a look at its contents.
You move fast.
A Von Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babille investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We won't be beaten, because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Yes, Francisca being the good sister she is.
Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime?
No, Miles Edgeworth, there will never be enough!
So this radio contains footage from Alabas immigration screening area.
I really hope there's something in here that we can use.
Ugh, I have a booger in my nose that I just cannot get out. Ugh. Don't you just hate when like you get this globby booger that's just right in the upper corner of your nose? It's just bugging you. You know you can get it. Your finger's on it, but it won't move. It won't slide out. Ugh. I swear it's irritating me. Me versus the booger. Ugh. Gotta get that out. Yeah, that's your quality asymptotic comment. Me trying to get a booger. Me finding a booger in my nose. Ugh. Alba. In the course of 3 minutes.
Which page 4 shall I examine? Doesn't something about this lamp's shape strike you as all?
Huh? Is it supposed to be this shape?
No, there's clearly something odd about this bulge. If only we had the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. Next, let's check the footage from Babia's security camera.
I hope it shows us something good. Phooey! There was not a single sign of a suspicious person or anything.
That's right. That right there is the contradiction.
Huh? Did I miss something?
You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochrane entering his own country.
But wasn't my fan Babil?
It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself.
Complete. Yes, finally. Fill my bar up, please. Yes, Alba, his army. Ambassador Alba.
I thought I had asked for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm sorry my Alba voice sounds a little off. It's just, like I said, that voicing session I did for him was like 1 in a million.
Actually, I thought I should let you know that this seat sits on my country soil. Your country sits on Alabastian soil now! Everywhere in the world is Alabast! You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare say that you even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over.
No! Where do you think you're going at this time of night?
I have ordered I like to walk in the moonlight, because it may be my last moonlight walk. Do you wish to deny an old man his moonlight walk? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I am heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Hold it!
And then Pollyanna his army.
Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba?
Ambassador Pollyanna!
Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with me. We can discuss our hatred of Bulgaria. The already strained relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know. What if the Bulgarians take advantage of it?
Very well. If you'll insist, I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any further. Ambassador Pollyanna.
Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish is for the normalization of relations between our two countries. But there is one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. Toto was right.
Thank you for your vote of confidence. I hear my hand raised. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough, because I only have one question anyways. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Master Manly Cochrane. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't allow even a atom-sized contradiction to slip by.
Yes, the Alba glare.
Frankly, I still don't understand why I am being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochrane and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to this point, I was in Alabasta the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babil. That is my alibi. So, that is your alibi. That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babil. Now that we cleared that up, I'd appreciate it if you would move out of my way. I said, hold it! What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only allow one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. In that case, I will walk around you. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer.
Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors, you are forbidden to lose.
Of course, that is something I've understood from the start.
That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm gonna stab him! The goal of the first Madagascar was to capture the smuggling ring's leader, my father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on through me. So that's why we gotta just catch him, okay?
We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have at the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same.
Ambassador Alba's alibi. More evidence. Actually, I'm basically going to just press everything. Just to be safe.
Being the leader of a smuggling ring while taking on the duties of an ambassadorship. Don't you think that the combination is more than enough reason for suspicion? Then there's the matter of the crossbow arrows and the primitive statue.
Yes, Alba has his own objection.
All of that is nothing more than your flights of fancy. What do you mean by that? It's not a hypothesis, and we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that one to one side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Honestly, we have no reason to kill Mr. Cochrane. If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I'd appreciate if you take it more seriously. I'm so sorry. I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well, a game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just let him just watch him get away with his crimes. Because we have the note. Yeah, basically, that was actually the final investigation portion we did, and for the rest of the game, we're essentially going to be going back and forth with Alba. Literally, it's going to be back and forth with Alba. These next 3 or so episodes will be pretty much us going back and forth with Alba, because it's literally that long. This is infamous in the Ace Attorney series. If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Cochrane had betrayed you, but you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil, and because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess. I don't believe this! You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. I'm not that guy! It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Cochrane's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The contents of the note is a request calling for the theft of Alabaster Primiduck statue. By killing him and pushing all the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him. Oh, darn it, I just ate. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you'll excuse me... Wait! What? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question! Ah!
Ambassador Alba, if you would please just give us a little more of your time! It doesn't matter what kind of man he was. He was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death.
That is something for my bear to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to!
Yeah!
Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Paliano! It's as if he doesn't respect him!
But everyone respects me! I'm a wonderful man with clappy hands and coupons! I'm very sorry, but it seems that even now my voice falls on deaf ears.
There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Paliano.
Grr! We must find some way to stop him from leaving! It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home.
Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba.
Kay!
Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, The Yagarasu's legacy will live on through me.
Yes, but how do you suggest we solve it for me?
Easy! Easy, using one of the Yagarasu's famed methods.
And then Kay, she pulls out a gun and fires a bullet right into Alba's leg.
Ow! Did this guy just shoot me in the leg?
That's right, now he can't flee. You just leave that to me. Pastor Alba, do you recognize this?
No, and why should I recognize that tattooed old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before?
This is a clue my father, Bert Faraday, left for us.
Did you just say Bert Faraday?
Mr. Faraday's organizer, don't tell me that this is the one from the second KG-8 incident.
The one in which he wrote about the Yagarasu's key.
Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you killed 7 years ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that it was related to me.
Inside this organizer, he wrote down every single detail of every evil thing you did.
What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't work on me.
If you don't believe me, then take a look at this.
And what is that toy there?
This thievery device was used by the Yagarasu, or rather by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy.
What?
These two pieces of evidence that hold information the Yagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabas right behind you.
Little girl, get to the point.
I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence.
Yatagarasu, ever the thorn in my side. Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings?
It's nothing case-breaking, really.
Ah, then it was just a bluff.
Even if it was, we can still let all the info on my father. We can't let all the info on my father and Uncle Background go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him.
Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father?
It's okay. I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end.
Okay.
When the going gets tough, someone's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails.
After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony.
How dare you all! Doubting a person like me! Do you know who I am? I am an ambassador! I get all of the free foods at buffets! Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all the power of Ambassador Paliano's office, you won't stop me! I can't let this opportunity chaos created for me go to waste.
How was Alba? I told you.
The last time I was with Mr. Corcoran was at the term Neutralis. After that, I was in Autobus the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Corcoran again after that. So as you say, there is no time in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me.
One arrogant old man.
Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any insane questions and you will be punished.
The big penalty.
So any needless pressing or presenting will cost more to our chance.
In that case, the only thing you can do is present the correct evidence. Understood?
Of course, I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Corcoran was killed before he returned to Babio. In which case, there's only one statement to which I need to present the evidence.
Thankfully, I know what it is. Okay. We have to merely present.
Objection!
Boom! There we go. Photo. Huh.
For a second, I thought I was going to screw up royally. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? My eyes look very nice in it, and I look like I'm on the verge of death.
Anyways, I think now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate you sticking around to watch this episode of your review. Or you go back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever they want. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.